a chronic illness specialist who specializes in helping African American women who have dealt with chronic illness and wants to come away from those chronic illnesses and learn how to live a life full of wellness. And the way to do so is to break free from any chains that are keeping you in bondage, and wanting to live life free from any and everything that is causing pain in your life. Forgive me, I'm just kind of getting back into the flow of things, but I just wanted to come before you today. And sometimes my words get a little um, all over the place, but as I go along, I hope that you will stay with me because I really do have something to say. And with that being said, today I want to talk about vision for your life. On this past Sunday, I preached at my local church about what is your vision for 2023. And I wanted to share a little bit with you today because as I went through this week, it has been truly amazing as God is doing something great in our lives for the new year. And it is 2023. And I think about the fact that three is a number that is very good. It means completion. And at this very time of my life, I saw that I was going back into another cycle of going down the slopes of overworking and very busy and not truly living on and depending on God. I had taken on a job and I loved it. It was really satisfying. I will say because I love to teach, and I started to teach in my field of massage therapy. But when I took on the position, I took it on and I was like over the top, like so busy. I didn't have time to come forth and just spend time in the Word like I was. I didn't have the time to just enjoy being at peace. I was teaching day and night, 8:30 to 1:30 in the mornings and 5:30 to 10:30 at night. So literally, I was working like nonstop for months. But thankfully, in the midst of that, God showed me that while I may have been working long hours, I still had some peace within it. I saw that people were really responding to me. They saw joy in me. And that made me feel good to be able to help somebody just to feel a bit of peace in their lives. And I'm hoping and praying that I am able to do the same for you. As I continue to search and seek after what God has for me to say to you all, my hope and dream is to be able to have a vision from God. As He gives me something to say, I want to come forth and say it. So that's why while I was working day and night, God has blessed me to be able to come out of days and nights at school, but I am now working only nights in my school, teaching, while in the daytime I have more time to spend with Him and be able to speak a word for Him and just do the things that I always have loved since I found the things that I was passionate about. So I'm truly grateful to God for allowing me to be able to work in this position, firstly, and then to be able to have co-workers who are very helpful, and to also be able to come out of working day and night so that I can be able to spend more time getting into His Word and having that time with Him. And that's what I want to talk about today. Having a vision from God, it depends on you having a keen supernatural eye and supernatural ear to be able to see and hear him clearly. And with that, you want to be able to just completely shut down everything else around you so that you can have that time with God, so that you can have that time to just receive an illumination from him. Sometimes we get so focused on everything around us. The natural world around us is always going to bring distractions, going to bring about something that's going to keep your focus away from God. So it's important to reel that back in so that you can start to say, Lord, what am I doing here? I'm in the process of, I'm in the middle of reading a book called Having a Merry Heart in the Midst of a Martha World. And I don't know if all of you know, but the story of Mary and Martha, and how Martha worked hard to keep her house clean, and she knew that Jesus was coming to her home to sit with them and to eat with them. So she wanted her house clean. She wanted to make sure that she had everything just right. So when the Lord came, he would be pleased. But Mary had another idea in mind. When Jesus started to speak, instead of her going in the kitchen and cleaning and cooking like her sister, she sat down at his feet. She wanted to get closer to him. She wanted to hear every word that he had to say out of his mouth. And normally in that time in their world, the people, the men were the only ones who were able to sit with Jesus. But Mary didn't let that stop her. In fact, Jesus' words were welcoming to her. So she sat and she listened and she received what God had to say to her. And that's my vision for the new year. My vision is to stop and think and sit at Jesus' feet and learn from him, only to refresh my mind and refresh my heart, my spirit, so that I can serve in the way that God has for me to do so. I can't do that when I'm overly busy and overwhelmed with so many things. So I had to make time and make room so that I can spend time with the one who is going to do things that I can't even imagine. I'm excited about this walk, and I want you to be excited for yours. I hope and pray that in this new year, you will sit with God and ask him, what is it that you want me to do, Lord? Ask him, what is it that you have for me to do for your people? Don't always focus on what's going on around you. Find a way to give back. Find a way to love on your people. Serve others as God do a work in you. I hope and pray that this helps you on your journey and that you will be able to do the things that God has for you to do by being in him and spending that time with him and enjoying him as he works in you. Cultivate that life that you want, that yearning that you have for God, and he will give you everything you need. He will direct your path if you trust and obey him. I hope that you will have an awesome day as you continue to go through this journey, because God has something for you to do, sis. Start seeking his visions for your life. In Ezekiel 1, Ezekiel had sat with the Lord and received visions from God. It's time to receive a vision for your life. What is your vision for 2023? as you walk this walk and talk the talk that God has for you to say. I love you. Have an awesome day. Be blessed.